Hey, thanks for checking this video out. I'm your host, Tautua of Tautua Talk, and in this segment here, we jump right in. It's a rapid fire question session at the end of one of my podcast episodes where I'm interviewing my guest, Adriel Sanchez. He's the founder, CEO, and operator of Devil's Lettuce Testing. And after the episode, we thought it'd be interesting to ask him some interesting questions, and Adriel gives us some interesting answers. So watch the video. If you like it, be sure to leave some feedback, but also subscribe if you like this type of content or you want to see more. See you at the end of the video. I do want to end with some questions myself that I got, and we're going to do what's called a rapid fire question session. They're nothing too long, but I'm going to need your rapid response. Give a quick, short, simple, and to the point answer. You know, kind of how our generation likes it. No bullshit, no fluff. Just tell us what the answer is. Tell us what you feel. And these are just about you, Brad, so we can get to know a little bit more about you, but also so we can put you under the gun. I've got a couple of them pulled out. So I got 10 of these for you, and we'll be wrapping this up. So thank you for tuning in to Tautua Talk. I hope you found some of this enlightening. Hopefully you learned some information, and I'll be dropping contact information for Brad and myself in the description of this video, along with how to reach out and find out more about Brad's services with Devil's Lettuce Testing, especially if you have any inquiries on how to get a hold of him. I'll have him plug that, but first, we're gonna start with some rapid fire questions. I got 10 of them in total. Question number one, what's your favorite strain or cannabinoid to work with?
As far as cannabis strain, Tropicana cherry.
Tropicana cherry.
Why? Because it has a heavy presence of a limonene terpene. If you smell it, it smells like mandarin oranges. It's one of those things where I don't care so much about the cannabinoid content because it's not usually on the higher aspect of it, but the fact that it's like a good craft beer or something like that, I just enjoy it. It just
that's your go-to.
I can taste it. That's my go-to every time.
That's it.
Trop cherry.
Tropical cherry.
Tropicana cherry.
Shout out to Tropicana cherry. Okay, question number two, coffee or cannabis to start the day?
Coffee.
Really?
I need the stimulation to get going.
You need a stimmy first.
Cannabis is my nightcap. That's when it's time to wind down.
One for the wake up, one for to put me down.
Bro, substance driven.
Are you heavy on the creamer, sugar, sweetener? How do you like?
Not sugar, because I feel the insulin shock. I feel the sugar affect it brings me down, so to speak. But I honestly, to try to make it quick, I go through McDonald's. I'll go through any coffee shop and I ask for a cold brew coffee because I'm a chugger, and they ask me what kind of flavorings, and I say nothing. And they have to question me time and time again. Do you want a flavor? And I said no. And they're like, that's really weird. I just want black coffee and ice. I want the caffeine. I don't really need the sugar. Creamer can help.
Got a fucking renegade here.
But it also comes down to gut health. But that is for another conversation because I don't trust my gut health. But anyways.
I like it. Coffee to start the day, cannabis to end the day, and strawberry.
Tropicana cherry.
Tropicana cherry is the preferred flavor.
It's tropical, baby. It's tropical.
So did some time in the Marine Corps, ran several races. You talked about running a marathon. For question number three, best workout recovery tip in one sentence that you learned over that. Best recovery tip in one sentence.
Best recovery tip in one sentence, ice bath.
Yo.
Ice bath.
Got me one.
I tried. I seen that and I'm hella jealous. Hella jealous about that.
$99. And guess who paid for it? My HSA. So I was like, I could buy an ice bath. Let's go.
But me knowing me, you live down the road from a lake, and that's literally where I would dip instead, just because. Yeah. Especially on a cold day.
Yeah. No,
but I just overdo things like that.
It's no excuse. I got the thing late in the summer, and it was nice to get out there, throw some ice in it, jump in it, and get out, and I was fucking off to work.
I want straight discomfort.
It's okay.
When I get out of that water, I want straight discomfort still until I can recover back up.
I'm shivering silly. All day, even after a hot shower. Okay, I digress. That one I could lose track on. That's another rabbit hole for us to.
Hell yes.
Number 4. What's a common cannabis myth that drives you crazy?
Indica and sativa. Indica and sativa, when you go to a dispensary, you ask, what do you want? And you talk about things like, I want uplifting or I want sleep. Indica, sativa. But the thing that people, they don't even like hearing this, but indica and sativa have little to do with the effects that when it comes to uplifting or getting some sleep. There's actually specific cannabinoids like CBN, or the time that you harvest your plant, whether it be an indica or sativa, is what is really a driving factor and why why sativa is considered uplifting and indica is considered in the couch or more cerebral, because it's the harvest times and the reasons why we don't really pay attention to the harvest times, because that is a huge factor when it comes to that.
I know that's the one that drives you crazy, because if I let you go, I know you can go another 30 minutes
Yeah.
just on that topic. Something that drives him crazy, sativa, indica, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Got more to the profile. And we know just a guy that can test and tell you the actual profiles if you need to know them. Okay, going on to number 5. Favorite cheat meal or guilty pleasure snack? Ooh, you'd be really telling on yourself here.
This one is a really tough one. But
You got the munchies,
honestly, god damn it, dude.
guilty pleasure.
Okay, so I'm the hugest fan of Hawaiian barbecue, but I've been to LC's lately, or L&L, and it's not even the same over there anymore. But I go to Hawaiian Bros, and they got these wraps, and the Molokai Mac wrap, but if I get Kilauea, because it's got a little bit more heat, dude, that's my shit. That's my shit.
That's
right
it?
there, is the Kilauea Mac wrap from Hawaiian Bros. That's
Dang.
been something I really need to get away from. I hope that's a limited thing, because if they keep serving that, I'm gonna keep buying it.
Shout out Hawaiian Bros to my Kanaka Maolis. Yo, I'm gonna have
I'm
to
not
get-
a fan of Hawaiian Bros either. Like they're not a good representation of Hawaiian barbecue to me.
Hey, if the food slaps, it slaps.
It does slap.
I don't care who's
Better,
making
it's better than Mo Bettas.
it. Shout out
at least
Mobetas.
out here. My
Shout
bad.
out Mobetas. If you could use one piece of fitness equipment for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I don't know if you've heard of TRX, but it's a sling system that you hang into your door, and you could do things. You could change the way that you do. It's taking your body. What do you call it? Just your body.
Your body weight, your body resistance.
Just body resistance, but you can change elevating your feet, or changing your feet, or even doing like wide grip lat pull down. You could do a lot of things with just your own body weight, especially if you're one that travels a lot.
Oh.
Dude, pack that thing in your suitcase and just hang it up on your door, and you could do a lot of that, especially if you're not comfortable with being the only person that shows up in a freaking hotel gym. I know we don't like doing that, but the TRX to me is my go-to for anywhere that I'm at, all around.
Hey,
TRX.
we're about 3 weeks out from Christmas, so quick gift idea for you if you're traveling for work, if you're concerned, like us old guys, about mobility and range of motion and being able to get something in without carrying 15,000 pounds of weights around. Shout out TRX. Great answer, by the way. Number 7, what's the weirdest thing you've tested at Devil's Lettuce Test Labs?
That's a good one, because I do get a lot of weird ones. But one of the most interesting ones that I've come across is something called Green Dragon. And that's literally making a alcohol tincture that you soak your cannabis in, but you are letting it soak for over a year. And this is something that has been going back through thousands of years, honestly. Hundreds and thousands
Is it called
of years.
Dragon Juice?
It's called
Green Dragon.
And it's literally like you're doing the decarbing, when I was talking about earlier, where you're trying to get cannabinoid conversion. But when I had one of my favorite people, she had one that was at 9 months that has been sitting around. We tested it. And then we tested it again a few months later, and the cannabinoids even changed from there. But it's something they've practiced for over a thousand years, and like in caves where they've just soaked it in alcohol in one form or fashion.
Sounds like a wild ass drink to me.
That
Yo, give me some of this drink.
that was my
Bill?
thing. Like hello. But I love the way that the cannabinoids, they just surprised me. Like when I really thought I had a grasp on the way the chemistry of cannabinoids work, that really put me into a place where I'm like, I really don't have a clue.
And the best way to find out where that profile level is at is called an experienced professional testing service. Don't leave it up to the caves to figure it out for you.
I think my brain can handle it
So,
anymore.
number 8, describe your perfect day off in 3 words.
PlayStation, Battlefield, 2042.
Hey, yo! That was like 6 words.
No, these are compound words.
Okay.
PlayStation,
PlayStation, Battlefield.
2042.
2040.
2042, the year.
What, is that a game?
Yes, it is.
You learn something every day.
I want to say Call of Duty, but I'm not a Call of Duty fan. So Battlefield,
Perfect day.
2042.
Wow. Okay, what's a fitness or health trend you think is overrated?
It's overrated? God damn it. I'm going to say this, and dude, this even goes against some of my own methods.
Don't say it. Let's both say it at the same time. What you're thinking, what I'm thinking, in 3 seconds. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Cardio.
CrossFit.
What?
CrossFit.
Holy shit.
CrossFit.
CrossFit, overrated, oversold, over-publicized, and over-marketed. That's what you think is the biggest fitness and health trend. I like it.
I still like doing it though, because it feeds my need for camaraderie, competition.
It's just the way it's packaged and sold. And at one point, you were really heavy into that, but then
That's what I'm saying. Like it goes against.
as we're getting older, man, I'm fucking my shoulder up, and like my hips getting blown out, like some of these movements.
It's really, if it's not done correctly, it's really bad.
Risk over reward. That's the principle I teach. What's the risk and what's the overall reward? Are you risking a lot to win a lot? It sounds like you're
And just like you said, when you're old, like to me,
yeah, you fuck your back up, you can't work.
I honestly think I'm at a point where mobility, I should spend more time doing mobility than I actually do a lift.
Agreed.
Or heavy weight or whatever it is I'm doing, just because, dude, man, the muscle just ain't flexible. I'm not the best one to say it, but I know personally, my flexibility, my mobility, because I do sit down quite a bit. You do things like CrossFit and you're doing it for speed and time.
Oh, no. You breaking some shit.
This is why old people stand like this all the time. They don't stand because that right there is no longer
Dope.
like flexible anymore.
Interior pelvic tilt. Oh, no, we ain't going down that rabbit.
That's why he's the expert, huh?
Well, you'll see it a lot. Some things you can't help. If you have scoliosis or kyphosis, rounding at the back, you may not be able to help that, but you can do yourself a lot of good by working on mobility, stretching, and you don't have to deadlift and do a bunch of crazy CrossFit shit for that.
And it was an old person in that position on an elevator on my way to do the marathon that told me, don't take care of that. Don't think about it where like it's not important.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, like because
You gotta enjoy it.
they're old and they realize, hey, I'm at a point now where that the abductors and all that, like that, I never really paid attention, and now I'm paying for it, and I can't do nothing about it.
And now it's fucking me all kinds of up.
So,
I'm gonna ask you the last question here of our rapid fire session, which is actually fun. I'm gonna be doing this on every show. Now I really like it. This one will be a little bit more serious, but if you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would it be?
this is a tough one.
Time machine. You got one piece of advice to give Brad in the early 90s, late 90s. What are you telling him?
Do I say? I want to say something as simple as pay attention to develop good habits. You know what?
That's your one piece of advice?
Adopt a stoic mentality.
Boom. Holy shit.
That would be it. Adopt a stoic mentality, and I really think that will be the precursor to everything else that will happen. So
I like it.
learn it, love it, and learn it, adopt it, and practice it. Stoicism.
Be stoic in all the things that you do. I'm telling you right now, if I had a time machine, I'd go talk to Kia Tuala back in 1996. I'd say, listen here, motherfucker. Every dime you get, put it into this thing called Bitcoin. You will not regret it.
Motherfucker,
30 fucking
yes.
bucks.
Yeah.
You know like what? 100,000.
I take that back.
I don't care, because Kia ain't gonna listen to the stoic bullshit. He's not gonna listen to eating better, not chasing girls. All right, if I know me, I'll say, hey, listen, every dime you got, the first paycheck, just put it in this thing called Bitcoin. Trust me, he'll thank me later.
That's why I go to him for wisdom. That's why I go to him for wisdom.
It's
Hey, fuck everything I told you about Stoicism, Bitcoin.
no, actually I think at that age, getting that much from Bitcoin, I probably wouldn't be here today. But being a Stoic is something that I currently implement into my day to day, and something that's going to progress me into the future, and hopefully give me some insight on the next great fucking
Maybe
Bitcoin.
Maybe adopting a Stoic mentality would lead you to already going into Bitcoin. Who knows?
You might have been more Stoic.
I'm not gonna lie, I really like that answer. I dig that answer.
Hey, that's actually the end of that rapid fire 10 questions. And I'm going to bring this one to an end because we weren't even trying, but we went to 200 minutes. And I think it's appropriate that we hit the 200-minute mark here on Tautua Talk because this happens to be following the same sequence of numbers, the actual 20th episode. I said it prematurely in an episode before, but turns out I miscounted my episodes and didn't name an episode 13. So this is actually episode 20, which is very significant when it comes to podcasting because 80% of podcasts do not make it past the first episode. And even less than that, I believe it's less than 10% of those will actually make it up to and past episode 20. So you got to witness here in the 200th minute of the 20th episode of a very small percentage of gentlemen.
And if that doesn't tell you something about the words that we're talking right now, then I don't know what to tell you because obviously if you can't make it past that first episode, you really don't have anything worth listening to. And I really believe that what we have here, even though we have went off on tangent,
Yeah, we did.
but that's
a couple.
That's the whole point. That's what fun is it if you are highly structured in what we say? But I'm thoroughly happy to be part of this. I'm really happy that we are on this talking about our businesses that are still going on. And so obviously we're doing something right. And even though we may be, even though we are still going through trials and tribulations, God damn it, we are still here. And if it any sort of entertainment, then by all means, then I think we found promise in just this right here. If anything else fails.
And I think it's appropriate that we're ending it with the one that actually set it all in motion and got me to start on my entrepreneurial journey. That's actually my brother from another mother for over 30 years. He's the one that initiated this change, and you don't know. That's why the power of speech is so powerful. The words that you use can plant seeds that will ultimately, who knows, one day turn into an international fitness and nutrition coaching company and spawn a podcast that most people don't make it past episode 1. You make it to 20, and I'll tell you the only reason I did it is because I read those stats and I was like, I'm going to how hard can it be to do 20 episodes? And here we are.
Here we are.
The 200th minute, the 20th episode of the first season of Tautua Talk with the guy that started it all, initiated the change. Adrian Sanchez, the CEO, founder, and operator of Devil's Lettuce Testing. If you want more information from that, there's going to be contact information at the bottom of this video. And if you are interested in reaching out to him directly, contact email is going to be on there as well.
If you want to follow anything that I got going on, same thing, Devil's Lettuce Test Labs on Facebook and Instagram, or you can go to devilslettucetesting.com, or if you decide that you want to go ahead and grow yourself, more than happy to help you out, because not only do we just do it just for fun, let's help provide some real value into why it is growing. Even if it's just for fun, then let's make things a little easier, because a lot of information out there that can become quite overwhelming, because we are in an age of information, and that information become overwhelming.
Reach out to him. So if you are going to do something passionate, interested, or you just want to find out some more information, he's the one to get a hold of. Contact information is going to be down below. Same with mine. You can reach out to me at Tautua Fitness. That's info, I-N-F-O, at tautuafitness.com. You can search us up on Instagram, Tautua Fitness. We drop daily videos, stories, posts to keep you engaged, but also give you some fitness knowledge and advice. You can reach out and join my free, that's right, it's free, fitness community. Join the Tautua tribe. I utilize the school app. I give you free courses, do live coaching sessions, but also, more importantly, you get to be part of a tribe of other tribal members who are going through the same journey. They can share wins, experiences, and also build a network of your tribe members across the country and now the world being a part of the Tautua tribe. So that information will be below. We're going to end it here on Tautua Talk on the 20th episode. And I just want to remind you that it's about progress, not perfection, and it's proof over promises every time.